Alright, what's going on YouTube? You already know who it is. It's your boy Vic here, and I'm back at it with another Team Talk. This time I have with me...
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Right on my left side, I have Jose with me. Say what's up, Jose.
Yo, what's good, YouTube?
Unfortunately, Jacob and Vincent weren't able to make it tonight, and so, we have to go through with the episode. But today we're here to talk about one important thing. What is that? Call of Duty World War II. We got some gameplay footage finally after E3. And a bunch of people got some gameplays. It looks kind of odd to me. Like it just doesn't look right to me.
It don't look like Call of Duty. It looks like Battlefield.
It really does.
The only reason the only reason I'm saying that is because Battlefield 1 came out first.
Yeah.
So obviously there's gonna be similarities.
Yeah.
Had this game come out and then Battlefield 1, I could have said, "Oh, this looks like Call of Duty World War II," but no.
Now this is a thing too. I mean, everybody can have their own argument, blah blah blah. Here's my thing. You can see the mechanics. You can see the way it feels. It looks and feels like Call of Duty still. You can clearly see it, but the environment, the way the what do you call it? The surroundings are, the way that the vehicles around you, the grenades and everything. The way everything looks and like I guess you could say. And the way the environment feels, it looks too similar to Battlefield in my opinion, like way too similar.
Yeah, it's tough because they're basically the same game, just different company.
Yeah, I mean, and of course, it's also not going to be exactly the same. They're similar in many ways, and of course, Battlefield 1 also goes back into different dates and different timelines, where this sorely focuses on World War II. But in my opinion, I feel like this is gonna bite Call of Duty in the end. Like it's gonna hurt them because they're gonna be compared to Battlefield 1 like right away. As soon as the game comes out, people are just gonna compare it, and it sucks now because Battlefield 1 became one of the most popular games of 2016, heading into 2017. So now this game is gonna be the most popular game at the end of 2017, going into 2018. So. The fact that these two games are neck to neck, it sucks for Call of Duty because it's just going to be like this for the next year. People are going to be like, oh, Battlefield's 1 better. Or people who are Call of Duty fans will be like, well, Call of Duty's better. So I feel like Call of Duty should have really thought about what they should have done and what they could have done differently. I don't think they should have gone with the World War II aspect. Now that I'm looking at this gameplay and footage, I don't feel like they should have gone this direction. I feel like they should have gone to a whole new direction. I'm not saying futuristic. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is that I feel like they kind of put themselves in a bad situation now that they're being compared to Battlefield 1.
What's it called? Yeah, they didn't have much direction to go for the next game, Yeah. It's either they go even further into the future, which would probably end up really bad, or they go back. I think I would have preferred something more along the lines of Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah.
Instead of going all the way back,
Yeah.
Because, again, it's so similar to Battlefield 1 that it's just going to be compared.
Yeah. At least even if they did, and I get that they're trying to make this feel like a realistic war game, but Battlefield, that's what it's known for. That's what Battlefield's always been known for, to make it feel like the environment is crashing on you, make you feel like you're actually driving an airplane. It makes you feel like you're in a tough situation. And Call of Duty has never made you feel like that. Call of Duty's always been a game where you just get in a lobby, you kill people, and then once you're done, you can just leave the lobby whenever you want to. And Battlefield was never like that. So now that Call of Duty is kind of doing that with their game, it just doesn't feel right in my opinion. Will it feel great? Probably at the end of the day. Honestly, this will probably still be a great game. This will probably still be an amazing game. But in my opinion, because of Battlefield 1 and how it's going to be compared to, I feel like this game is going to be in a bad situation. And I keep bringing that back up. It just sucks. I feel like, and I'm going to keep saying that they should have gone in a different direction.
Yeah, what's it called? Again, it's just going to be compared. That's it. At the end of the day, they're both shooters that take place in the olden times.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of which has I want to say which has the better community, but that's not the case either.
Even then, because Call of Duty, even some of the, like a lot of the Call of Duty community went to Battlefield because not Advanced Warfare, but because of Infinite Warfare. A lot of people didn't like Infinite Warfare, and a lot of people didn't want to pay an additional $30 just to get Modern Warfare remastered. So I mean, it's not that the fact of who has a better community. A community will, their fan base will transfer over to another fan base or a whole another franchise just because of how good a game is. So again, if this game comes out better to be Battlefield 1, of course the Battlefield community or their fan base is going to transfer over to Call of Duty. Especially if this game does what it's always done best, and that is to get in a match and get out as fast as you can and make it feel fun, then I feel like this is going to be a great game. But if they make this feel too much like Battlefield 1, where they said that, oh, the environment's going to affect the way you play, oh, the way your vehicles operate is going to blah, 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 blah. If they copy too much of Battlefield 1, it's going to be a copy and paste again of 2017 going to 2018. It's just going to be Battlefield 1 going into 2018. That's how I feel like. Like a second Battlefield 1.
I think what's going to happen is that Battlefield 1 is not necessarily getting old, although a new, DLC or whatever did just get announced.
Yeah.
I think at E3.
Yeah.
So they have that to look forward to. But maybe the Battlefield people are going to look at this game and be like, oh, wow, this is really similar. Maybe I should try that. And then, boom, you get a whole bunch of new wave of fans. And then, boom, they start supporting Call of Duty more. And then, yeah.
Yeah, no, it kind of sucks because it's going to be like this for at least the next year until next, I guess, what do you call it? Until next winter's time, until the next Call of Duty or Battlefield is announced. Because, again, Battlefield 1 and World War 2 are two similar games are pretty much came out the near same times. It's not like Battlefield 1 was released 2 to 3 years ago. It was just released. So it just kind of sucks that these two games are releasing too close to each other. That's probably what it is. I feel like World War 2 came out way too late. And I feel like Battlefield 1 already took the step of like hitting a nice game and making sure it flows good with Battlefield, which is past 10 fighting or war. So
you just reminded me. The devs of Battlefield 1 said that there wouldn't be another Battlefield for a while, for a couple of years. So I think they're kind of screwed because Call of Duty, next year there's going to be a new one. The year after that there's going to be a new one. And the people of Battlefield 1 are just going to be having Battlefield 1 for, I don't know, the next 2-3 years, until a new one comes out. So they're screwed in that aspect because Call of Duty will just keep bringing more and more, and it's up to Battlefield to see if they can step up their game,
Yeah. And that's the thing, though, too, is if once this game comes out and the next Call of Duty is announced, which is going to be next year, without a doubt, I can promise you that there's going to be a new Call of Duty next year, whether you like it or not. And what that's going to be, another futuristic, most likely, which sucks, because I promise you they're not going to make another Modern Warfare for the next 2 to 3 years, which sucks. Or unless, that would suck so bad if the next Call of Duty is another World War II game.
That would be bad.
That would be really bad. Like, oh, we're going to go to World War One. If they want to... that would be so terrible.
They'd be like, hey, you know what's good, guys? World War II, but before World War II.
World War One, guys.
What's
you
it
didn't
called?
know about World War One, did you?
Yeah, no. Now they're in a tight situation because what's the next Call of Duty? Is it going Back to the Future? Or is it going even further back? Is it going to go to World War One? Is it going to go to some weird war we don't know of? Like, what's going to happen?
As much as I want a Modern Warfare to happen, I don't think it's going to happen for the same reason that Modern Warfare Trilogy was too good of a game, or too good of games for it to, I guess, bring back, like, too soon. That's how I feel. As much as I want it to happen, I feel like it's not going to happen. And you can come back a year later after I make this video, I can pretty much be right. It's going to suck, so... that's pretty much our opinion so far of the Call of Duty franchise, at least World War II. Pretty much my final thoughts. It feels like Call of Duty. The engine, let me rephrase that. The engine looks similar to Call of Duty, like the way it looks and feels. The environment and the way things look in the game, like the graphics and everything, it looks too similar to Battlefield 1 in my opinion.
Yeah, to me, it does look a lot like Battlefield 1. In terms of like gameplay or whatever, it does look like Call of Duty, but again, the environment, the surroundings are basically remind me of Battlefield 1.
Yeah. So that's our final thoughts on it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and don't forget to share the video, alright? Other than that, thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Sincerely yours, Team Cut. I first started playing Call of Duty back when Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare first came out. And it's kind of funny because my friend Isaac, he let me borrow the game. He's like, oh, have you ever tried to play Call of Duty? I was like, no, you know, I've never been a big fan of Call of Duty. This was back when I was like, I want to say 12 or 11, whenever the game came out. And right now I'm 20, so I want to say I was 12 at the time, or 11. I don't know the exact date. Or maybe even younger. I want to say 11 though. So he's like, you want to just borrow the game? You can totally, you know, just borrow it, you know, give it back whenever you want, and, you know,